Yeah, definitely. All right, our last team for Group B, and that is Team Switzerland. So, Case, let's get to your final player to watch, and for Team Switzerland this time.
Yeah, so I'm going with another returning player and another guy who I can just hear his name in my head from Gord's voice. I actually probably woke up in night sweats saying this guy's name because I heard it so often. And that's Attilio Biasca of Switzerland. Probably their best tournament of the season last year, or of the tournament in August.
Yeah.
Let me drill that home.
Yeah.
4 goals, 2 assists in 5 games. Really stood out for them. He was their assistant captain. He's the captain of the Moosehead this season, where he's putting up a point per game in the QMJHL. Really reeks of Nico Hischier, does he not? Playing big time for Switzerland and playing for the Moosehead. So, yeah, he's going to be my player to watch. He's gifted offensively. You can tell that we're getting to the end of a 2-episode recording here. His voice is coarse and I can't talk anymore. So
yeah,
I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to be short and sweet. I'm going to be watching Biasca again this year, and I expect him again to be a top 3 player on this team.
Yeah, Kevin Bieksa would be a nice one to watch, but it's going to be on TSN, not Sportsnet, Case. So a bit of a mixed pick there. But yeah, Bieksa will be an interesting player to watch. We'll hear Gord say that. I bet a ton throughout the tournament. But yeah, good pick, Case. Gotta love it. I'm going to go with Liam Bichsel for my pick here.
Low-hanging fruit.
Drafted 18th overall in 2021 by Dallas. Another player who I thought, if he was still on the board around the time the Leafs still had their first round pick, around the 24th or something. That was a player I was interested in. A big defenseman. Plays a lot of minutes, and he's going to this year for this team. Playing in the SHL currently, so has experience against men. I just think he's going to be probably their number 1 defenseman, at least among his age group, and he'll be fun to watch because you'll get to see, Dallas fans, you'll get to see what you have in the big defenseman. So, Liam Bichsel. Low-hanging fruit, but I had to take him.
God, I hate Jim Nill, man. Just one good pick after another. This guy's an absolute unit on the back end. He's 6'5", and he'll be out there banging guys around, and he'll be a horse for this Swiss blue line as well. A lot of good Swiss blue liners the past few years, and one guy that comes to mind that I don't think gets enough credit is J.J. Moser in Arizona, who's really taken a step this year. So, yeah, that's a good pick for sure. I'm going to go with another D, so surprise on the Swiss, and that's Brian Zanetti. So, can't believe I'm saying this is the second Philly prospect that I'm talking about in these episodes, but he's a Philly 4th rounder in 2021, 6'3" defenseman, and so you've got a couple of trees on the back end for the Swiss that I think will be big parts of the success for this team. And the Swiss should be enjoyable to watch because of the forward that you mentioned, Case, and also these 2 giants on the back end.
Yeah,
man,
for sure.
This team, talk about interesting little side information about Switzerland, just looking at elite prospects, is the dual citizenship going on with this country.
Yeah.
For one, player born in Brazil.
What?
Yeah.
Who was born in Brazil?
Luca Dusan.
Okay.
Butchered that name. Born in Brazil. You got a French player. You got a Canadian citizenship player. A player born in Newark, New Jersey.
Nice.
You've got a Spaniard on this team, as well as a player with Thai citizenship, similar to Jonas Siegenthaler, and an Austrian. So yeah, lots going on this team.
Interesting. I wonder how teams like Norway and Kazakhstan and the teams in the Div 1A feel about this kind of thing going on right here, where it's, a lot of your players are not born in the country of origin, they're not born in Switzerland. So I wonder how these other teams who have been relegated, who are outside of the tournament looking in, I wonder how they feel about that.
Yeah,
I mean, they probably have the same thing going on.
They're probably doing the same.
But I'm just saying it's, you
don't think Kazakhstan has any Russian players playing for them?
For sure. I'm just saying, remember when, the big stink about the Olympics was going on and China was like, okay, where's all the Canadian players who have ever played hockey, who have some sort of ties to Chinese heritage? It's kind of the same thing. It's like, I know it's allowed. It just feels weird. Right?
No, it's a great point. Honestly, you see it with every country. And, Jake Virtanen was actually born in Finland, but ended up coming over to Canada and played for Canada at the tournament, years back. But,
the most obvious one, for me anyway, is William Nylander. He was born in Calgary, raised in Calgary, but he would spend the odd summer, I guess, or most summers in Sweden with his dad, where he's from, and then would come back for the NHL season. And he still does the same thing to this day in the offseason. And he plays for Team Sweden, obviously, despite being born in Canada and a dual citizen. So.
No, it's interesting for sure. This is going to be a fabulous tournament. I think it is every year, but just with the way things ended last year, it was so weird that it was in August. It's in the summertime. We're busy. Didn't get a chance to watch it a lot, but this is what the holidays are all about. It's hanging out with friends and family and watching the World Juniors. So